Went on over to the display capture. Okay. Shut in the back. Hold on a minute. Hey, fellas. All right. So it arrived today. The Pimp Cane of Pain. Uh, M48 Tactical Commando Tactical Survival Pimp Cane. I'm going to open it. I got blades everywhere, man. You know, I'm not just a weapons enthusiast. I actually do fencing. Um, I need to get back into the hobby. It's like one of the few sports other than golf I play and enjoy. I'm not going to say I'm Zorro. I'm definitely not like master of the blade, but I am proficient at the blade. And I'll tell you this about fencing. It's easy to learn because it's basically only a handful of maneuvers, thrusts, and parries. But it's very difficult to master, almost impossible. Uh, basically, theoretically, two duelists in a duel uh, would, if they truly practiced their art perfectly, fight indefinitely until one of them died from old age. Because a duel goes on until one of the duelists makes a mistake. Right? That's how fencing actually works. It's a very simple dance and it lasts until someone makes a mistake. And then they die. Anyway, that is why fencing replaced, like just trying to club a person to death with a big hunk of metal with a shield and a bunch of metal all over you. It's because a trained duelist is actually more deadly than a knight in armor. But this is not for a duelist's weapon. This is not at all a duelist's weapon. This is a madman's weapon, which is why it's being featured on the Madman Shaggy channel. Right? So, this thing, we got to get through the childproof bullshit. Of course, there's childproof bullshit. You can't see this, but underneath the mask, I've embraced the mustache. I've just stopped resisting it. And with this thing on, that motherfucker itches like you wouldn't believe, man. Yeah, I could make a really crude joke about giving a woman oral sex right now, but that would just be too obvious. Anyway, this is it, right? This is my cane of pain. Now, let's see here. Oh, that's actually just right for my height. Yeah, it handles real nice. Yeah. Okay. As well over the shoulder, anime style. Yeah. Yeah. And now the last part of the process uh, is to go murder Beardson so he stops, disgracing the entire white race every time he goes live. This is the perfect thing. I think I'll take it. We'll go over to Beardson, you know, uh, take this off. Very sharp, very sharp. Actually, yeah, no, that is very sharp, impressively sharp. And we will plant that right between Beardson's legs, right? This is both to, hopefully that will kill him because it's going to be a pretty painful wound. Uh, but if he doesn't immediately bleed out from that, it will at least ensure that he can't have children if he survives the next step, which will be to sever the head from the body. Now I know you said survive that, but you have to understand. Gnomes have a variety of magical powers. It's very hard to actually kill a gnome. So I'm not really discussing murder here. It's more temporary banishment. Beardson will reform to annoy humanity again, sadly, within about 500 years. That's the way gnomes, or, as they're called in Ireland, leprechauns actually work. Unfortunately, there's no pot of gold at the end of Beardson's rainbow. All there is a very angry little man with a small penis who would get his ass kicked by a tranny. Uh, Now, I know you can say, Shaggy, you're 110 pounds, but at the same time, I don't hang around trannies, so I don't end up in fights with trannies at, gatherings of well, uh, I'd say terrorists, but that would be an insult to terrorists. No, they're retards. But I'm joking here. If you haven't figured that out, you yourself are in fact retarded. As a counselor, I may not be able to diagnose mental retardation, but like as someone with common sense, if you couldn't tell I was kidding there, you're fucking retarded. I'm not going to assault Beardson. I think Beardson is a total retard. I wasn't kidding about that. Uh, I think he's a fucking joke and a disgrace. I do believe that. I do believe that this piece is easier to get off than it is to get on, and given how sharp this blade actually is, oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, don't want to slice my hand live on camera. That would be both painful and humiliating. But I was told, in some of the videos reviewing this, that it was harder to get back in there, and indeed the piece is a little bit stubborn. Yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble. Oh, there we go. There we go. It does fit, but it fits only at just the right angle, and demands immediate securing by the other side. Now I'm going to. I can't tell you how sharp this thing actually is. This is from a cutlery company. They don't typically make weapons. They make kitchen knives. So they're not hobbyists. They're professionals, and they take fucking pride in their work. Now I was told there's a bend to this, but with my 110-pound ass, there's no way I'm going to be able to test that. Uh, Oh, there is a bit of a bend, but the reason for that, as I've stated elsewhere, it's a walking stick first and foremost. What I'm really not liking, though, what I'm really not liking is, yeah, there is a very real seam in the hilt, right? And that's not what you want to see there. This is not one solid. This is not a solid bar as it should be. It is, in fact, two pieces welded, or I hope, dear God, I hope not glued together and then secured by bolts, thankfully. I am not liking the seam. The fact that there's a seam along this is quite honestly concerning. I'm not going to say a major disappointment, as this does still feel like a proper weapon, something that like could very much be used to kill people, but not something so much to be used for outdoorsmanship. I was going for a walk down at the local park the other day, and two coyotes ran past me, and I did not like the way they looked at me. And I was thinking, if I was there with Angle Dangus or Beller, if I was down there alone and they had a few more coyotes, what would the situation be then? And I'd never want to hurt a coyote because I have an affinity. I've grown up with dogs and cats, so I honestly value the lives of dogs and cats more than people. Uh, you know, I'm not comfortable with the idea of my dogs being hurt by coyotes, though. Between my dog and a coyote, I think that's one of the few situations I'd be able to bring myself to harm a canid. And in any case, if it was just me and because there are coyotes out there. The problem is in the California area, because of gun control, the turkey population has run amok. They've overpopulated, and as a result, the coyotes have overpopulated. So by maybe next year, it'll be three coyotes, and within 5 years, that'll be a pack. And if I'm out there walking in the evening, like 7 o'clock, and I come across a pack of coyotes, and it's my life or theirs, well then yeah, I mean, But in any case, I'm gonna take this down to the park, just to, mask and all, to attract the worst kind of attention, just for the fuck of it. But I'm gonna test it out on a few things down there, see how it works. Altogether, this is just Shaggy's opinion, and I'm not an expert on jack shit. I'd say I'm a jack of all trades, but it's more like I'm jacked at all trades. I'm kind of a fuck up, but there are a few things I'm good at, but in general, I'm kind of a fuck up. Uh, but Shaggy's review of this, in my personal opinion, is an 8 out of 10, and I do have to knock 2 points off for the seam. And I'll be real, normally a seam like this would be like 5 points out of 10. But the blade itself, it is just so fucking nice. And the little crossbones there, I do like the Jolly Roger. If you'll remember back at the Masonic Mansion, we had beside the Deseret flag a Jolly Roger. We now have strictly Christian flags. But I do still like the Jolly Roger. It's still a flag that reminds me of my childhood. Still got that hanging over in the trailer, over my bed. Yes, I sleep beneath the Jolly Roger. And finally, the thing that really marks this as a cane is the tip. Now, this is not the tip of a weapon. This is a tip of a cane. Like they could have put something here far more deadly, far more useful to combat. But first and foremost, it's a cane. Now, it's a brutal looking cane that could easily be used to kill, say, a cheating spouse or, um, an unpleasant coworker, an unwanted child, uh, a random homeless man, whatever. But it is first and foremost, its primary purpose, as you can see from the handle, which fits very comfortably in the hand, actually feels real nice, feels real nice, is there to support someone. So this is something you could give an elderly man, especially if you were hoping he would fall over and injure himself on it, leaving you, his money. This is the perfect gift for gold diggers who are wed to an elderly man. It could easily be sabotaged to provide, a greater chance that he would tumble down those stairs, take that final plunge, and land on the axe head. Maybe you want to take this piece off, and just flick it aside and just like lose it for him. I'm kidding, of course. The better option would be if you are an old man with a gold digger to buy this cane and then use it to dispose of the unwanted parasite in your home. That would be the Christian thing to do. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. This has been a short one. Oh, I almost forgot. Chat always wins. And of course, I wouldn't want to run away. So let's go over to Shaggy's chat, just to see what's going on there. Switching to the video capture display once again. We are going to see the kaleidoscope for 1 second. That is annoying. And we're going, to our channel. We've got 7 people who showed up to see this.
Today I am going to give you 12 reasons why.
On a display prophecy channel. I tend to watch people who do amateur prophecies, oracles, stuff like that. No, Surfer was saying I shouldn't be consulting witches, and I'm watching shit like this. Hold on, let me just show you. It's like, because I'm kind of concerned. Like, there's one in particular, and I want you to see, because since we're doing this, since this took a religious turn real quick, let's see. I know I'm subscribed to her. This woman is, well, I wouldn't show you any of the prophetic channels I actually trust. Okay? But this is where it gets a little unhinged. Sometimes. Like sometimes she's on the mark to a scary degree. But then she'll say something like the man in your life, and I'm like, oh, this was not meant for me. Oh, here's a good example.
Re-elect District Attorney Diana Becton, a strong track record of keeping us safe.
Stop overpaying.
No, damn it.
Shalom, the Lord bless you. I welcome you in the name of Jesus. Amen. You have to be very careful. I see some people who have a spy around you.
So someone is monitoring your every move and giving information to this person who is... Now, well, with Forage Gang, that might actually be true in my case. But, like, a lot of the time, she's vastly off the fucking mark with this.
Have a spy around you who tells them your every move. They give them information about your every move. Now,
if that person must have no fucking life. If someone is like documenting my every move and giving it to someone else, both of those people are like massive faggots.
I want to say this. It is not everybody that you answer the question. Sometimes you have to know the reasons why people keep asking you some particular question. You have to know the reasons why they're inquisitive. You have to know the reasons for what they are doing.
People ask me questions repeatedly on the internet. Well, the only people stalking me are incels who have no lives. The reason that they do anything at all is because women won't have sex with them. It's not a great mystery. I don't need an oracle to figure that out, but, you know, thank you. Thank you.
I make this prayer for you. May God preserve you. The Bible says He shall protect us in our going out and in our coming in. You are preserved. You are protected in the name of Jesus. Amen. Now may the Lord bless you, keep you, cause His face to shine on you. May He be gracious to you, and may He give you peace. The shalom of the Lord, nothing missing, nothing broken, in the name of Jesus. I love you so much. How much do I love you so much? I do. I love you so much. I love you. I do so much. I love you. God bless you amazingly and abundantly. Shalom.
Yeah, so that was a lot less out there. I don't want to say crazy, because, you know, a lot of people view my beliefs as crazy than some of her stuff. I enjoy watching this woman. I'm not going to lie. She's probably far closer to God than I am right now. But she is probably the most inaccurate prophet in that whole sphere. And I'm not going to, like, I honestly respect a lot of them far too much to introduce them to this crowd. But, like you'll be listening to her and it sounds like something you'd expect to hear from someone like this, and all of a sudden she'll tell you that like there's someone in your home planning to kill you. So I do like her content, not necessarily because I believe her prophecies are always accurate, but they are often very interesting. Anyway, going back to what this was all about. For frick's sake, this laptop is beautiful and brilliant in all ways except the mouse. Now let's see that chat. And yes, I gave some random witch on the internet you know, preference over my own chat. I did that. That is where you guys rank on the scale. Anyway, let's start from the beginning as we can get it. Shaggy Squad. Coffee says Shaggy Squad, let's go. Thank you, Shaggy Squad. Ben Noack. Boone, yeah, it is a tough, reliable battle axe, but I am concerned about the seam. I gotta be honest. The shaft, and yeah, dick jokes. I know the shaft is a little more frail than I was hoping. That is, of course, not what she said, and she was completely happy with my shaft. There you go, obligatory dick joke. It just has to be made. Otherwise, we just haven't done things correctly. Let's see. Let's get her off of there because, you know, I think she's been subjected to our community enough. Let's go back to looking at the axe. There we go. Anyway, you should fight with a rapier, Shaggy. Echovin, I would gladly fight with a rapier. I am a duelist. That's the weapon I'm trained to use. They do not make good rapiers. The closest thing to a rapier that M48 makes is a sword cane. And unfortunately, like the trilby hat, the sword cane has become a symbol of leftist impotence, of men who have to rely on weapons, not because they like weapons, but because they're afraid. And not only that, but if they had to use the weapon, they wouldn't be able to, right? A sword cane, even if you kill someone with it, well, you're not going to look like a badass because you killed someone with a sword cane. I like, unless you're a pimp, that's not going to look good. And I'm not, and much as this, I make jokes about the cane, I don't deal in the sex trade. I sometimes, I sometimes visit Alice, but that's not the same thing as being a pimp. Echovin likes polearms, so do I. I've got a spear on the, well, I'm thinking of canceling the spear. It's a bit expensive, and I'm canceling a bunch of shit I bought. Interdimensional Lizard says reject razor, embrace mustache. Yes, I'm embracing the mustache. Can I carry it with, yeah, well, Boone, no, I'm not a very mature adult. If you've watched this channel at all, I'm basically, it's like they said, I'm basically a 15-year-old. I am young at heart. Yeah, Gigi Ellen, I honestly think you're right there. It's just a conversation piece. I'm honestly gonna try bringing it to church. I dress up real nice for church. I have a real nice suit that I basically look like the Grim Reaper. Not really, more like a Netflix version, but it's black. It's got a black tie, black shirt, sort of a gray sort of two-piece suit. And altogether, it fits really well. And with certain jewelry, it looks almost goth. But I think I don't think I'm describing it accurately, but I look really good in that suit. And I think with the cane, I'm gonna look really awesome and make everyone very uncomfortable, which has always been a goal of mine. They've made me rather uncomfortable in the church, and I'm not leaving the church. I'm not, but um, I am going to, be walking in there. I'm going to keep it sheathed. I wouldn't want to scare anyone. But, yeah, I'm going to bring it in there and awkwardly make them ask me not to do that anymore as a passive aggressive form of revenge. I will be doing that unironically. I know it's immature, it's petty, but it will make me laugh. And since I'm not going to the temple for months now anyway, I've got nothing to lose. They're not going to kick me out of the church because I bought a bit of what is essentially weaponized jewelry. Wait, is Surfer in here? Oh no, he's not. Surfer said something, oh, you're referring to the prophetic stuff. Okay, that's. Yeah, I'm reading the Bible, Coffee. I've got my Bible actually right here. It's my Red Script non-Mormon Bible. The Quad Bible is in the trailer. Look, I don't remember that the Wookiees had a witch. Okay, looks like we are reconnected successfully. Don't know what that was. I am now going to check if we are still live here. Right. Thankfully, we're actually watching, yeah, my own fucking channel. Now, this does a really annoying. Okay, looks like we are reconnected successfully. Don't know what that was. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so back to the chat reading. Well, look, Coffee, she's black. I don't think that she has. I don't think that she's gonna get any more or less white by saying shalom, Coffee. I think when a white person does that, it's a little suspect, but when a black person does it, I don't know that there's probably a number of things they might be practicing, but Judaism is not likely to be one of them. is highly unlikely that a black person would be saying that to indicate they practice Judaism. I think whatever she's practicing is a black variation of a Christian Israelite. And I don't mean Christian Israelite. If that's is there a group called that? I don't know. It's probably some. She probably incorporates that into her version of Christianity, which I don't claim to fully understand. But here's the thing about that woman is she'll sometimes start talking in like just in a language that isn't English, and I'm not sure it's a real English or whether she's just babbling in tongues. Um. Uh. Oh no, I go to a lot of different religious groups that aren't religious areas. Like I watch Muslim channels, I watch Christian channels. I still watch some pagan channels. I don't know what a mall ninja is, Fidel. Uh, Ralph wants on. Yeah, Ralph can call in. Sure, yeah. Yeah, give him my Discord, sure. Now this has gotten interesting. Ethan Ralph is allegedly trying to call. Now this is probably a troll. Probably a troll here. Or maybe I don't know. Yeah, give him my handle. Sure. Sure, go ahead. Although he already has it. If he wants to call me, he can do that. Like go ahead. I mean, I got my Discord up. Well, no, you're juice. We're looking at chat today. I am now going to check if we are still live here. We are, in fact. I keep pausing this when I mean to mute myself. Sure, go ahead. There we go. Yeah, if Ethan Ralph wants to call in, he can go ahead. I think that was a troll, probably. Yes, I'll let Ralph on. I'm completely willing to do that. Yes. I guess I'm gonna. I think they're that was something they were making up there, but let's see. Yeah, it's a troll. They're just trying to. Yeah, all right. That was kind of amusing. No, Ethan Ralph ain't trying to call in. Funny. Don't bother Ethan Ralph about this. Seriously, Ethan. Like, don't bother anyone about this. If someone wants to call in, let them call in naturally. It's gay if you summon them up like a demon. Like that's just lame. If someone is watching this and wants to call in because they're interested, that's cool. And anyway, the joke is over. Ethan Ralph is not trying to call in. That would have been interesting. But anyhow. Let's try well, that was chat. You know, any minute now, I bet some dumbass will call in pretending to be Ethan Ralph because that would be predictable and therefore not funny, which is what Forge Gang is all about. Now, yeah. Oh, two things. I do have something else I've ordered on the way, and a little announcement, right? Little fucking announcement. Let's see if I can find the one I actually... yeah, it's right here. I bought this. It's on its way. Should be here tomorrow or the day after.
Hello, today I thought I'd be testing out the blade on the Bushmaster Cobra Strike.
Well, this guy doesn't exactly look like Rambo, but whatever. Let's see the blade.
My plan is to see how it does chopping, then using it as a draw.
That's not the one I bought. Okay? The one I got has holes in it. And this guy's weird. Well, it's similar to this one. It's black like that one, but it's got, let's see if I can find it. Oh, that sucks. I can't even find a pic. Well, you'll see it when it gets here. You know what? You'll see it when it gets here. I got a sword coming up. And anyway, yeah. So, last little thing here is, when I was ordering all these like little trinkets and shit to make myself feel better, um, I kind of started like it wasn't working. I was feeling like shit. I was feeling, every time it would arrive, I'd feel great. Like, yeah, it's finally here. But when I'd open it, there's just this sinking, absolute crushing feeling of disappointment. Um, and I was talking to a friend, and this person was going through some shit. And I'm looking at a review of this thing I've ordered. It's a piece similar to this, right? And I realized, like, you know what? There's certain reasons I don't really want this thing, but I do know someone who really would want this thing. So I mailed it to this person, and that actually did make me feel a bit better about my life. Like, just because I'm unemployed doesn't mean I'm useless. I don't like feeling useless. I think that's what drives a lot of people to become and celibate fuckwads like Chauncy, who end up hanging out in Discord servers full of pedophiles and teenagers, yiffing together, right? That gay ass fanfiction.net shit that he's into. But I feel like other than calling people like Chauncey a bunch of godless degenerates, there is a purpose to my life, a higher purpose. And so long as I'm wasting my money, I should be wasting it on other people than just myself, right? So, Saturday is apparently the Sabbath. One more thing I'm going to order myself is some filming equipment, and maybe I won't, maybe I will film this, maybe I won't, but I figure, might be buying some gifts for people, sending a few people on here some stuff. You know, not everyone. I'm not a rich man, and it's not like I'm gonna be buying people like shit like this. I ain't Santa Claus, but the flea market has a lot of cool shit, and you know, maybe I don't know, maybe buy some stuff for people other than myself. Might make good content. Might make good content. A gift stream, if you will. I don't know, or maybe it'll be absolute dog shit. Maybe it'll be the most boring content ever, and we like, fuck it. I don't know. Just an idea. Just an idea. The flea market, though, that would be interesting to go there and live stream because we've got a really good, top-notch flea market. I mean, you've got some. I've seen some shitty flea markets, but we've got one of the better ones. It's a bit of a drive from here, but we've got one of the better ones. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm gonna bail. You know, yeah, I actually have some shit I gotta do right now, so it's the perfect time. Y'all can fuck off now. But
Welcome.
you're allowed.
The Candy
hold on.
Casino is now open for business
Let's
and
see if we
pleasure.
can just.
I would like to introduce you to your dealers, Ashton and
I guess I can.
Now,
I was trying to zoom in on her boobs there, but
or you get left staring at the felt. I
wonder if this girl's like on Pornhub or something. I mean, I'd honestly like to see the rest of the merchandise.
Aim for the top price.
But anyway,
the only rules
not thinking with my dick.
Fun.
I know.
And don't get felted.
Holiest man on the internet.
Ready. The show starts
but I look
now.
at her and I'm thinking, you know, that's a nice looking whore. I wonder how much. Typically $200 a ride, right? But if she looks like that, it's probably going to be a bit more expensive. I really gotta stop thinking that way, or I'm gonna end up like Ashton.
And Ralph the coward
Beardson needs to be fixed. Beardson really needs to be fixed. And by
and
that I
said
mean
for him
castrated.
to log off because he's afraid. He's afraid that Nick
Now,
is
sadly,
gonna
I ordered
cut him
the
off.
Black
And when
Jungle
that does
Master.
happen, Ralph will have nothing left.
You know,
so Ralph's had no choice but to cock himself.
This
to
is
Nick
actually
Fuentes,
a sword,
to
you
submit
know,
to
not
Fuentes'
a
authority
not
completely,
a
kiss the
muscular
ring
black
as
prostitute.
Fuentes dabs on him. Kiss the
I've made
ring
that joke many
as
times.
Fuentes
Many
exiles
times
his
have I
own
made that
people.
joke. The sword
closest
is
his
called a
right-hand
Black
man
Jungle Master.
being exiled from the movement.
And I feel
And
if
not
I
only
didn't,
that, we're
if I didn't
catching up
make
on
the
Nick
joke,
Fuentes
it
Twitter
would still be
Spaces,
there,
folks.
just at my
Nick
expense.
Fuentes.
You know. Now, look, one thing I wanted to address. Galdi, well, I remember, Galdi says it's hypocritical for me to be making fun of Pig Dog for, you know, not having evidence against Flamenco if I'm going to call Warhammer a pedo. Well, here's the thing. We all know Flam is a pedo. That's not the point. If you think Flam is not a pedo, you're retarded. You're fucking retarded. And Surfer just made that point. It's not hard to fucking prove this shit with Flamenco. The fact that fucking PPP failed to do it is the issue. Now, I don't have all the info on John Case, but this is just me. When someone has a history of doing a certain kind of thing, and he gets accused of doing something that sort of lines up with that shit, I tend to believe it, right? Right? It's like if someone goes around vandalizing cars all the time, and I hear he got arrested for slashing tires, I tend to believe it. You know? I'm not going to get it. I think if you don't think John Keese is fucked up in the head in that way, you need to watch more Creep Catcher shows, okay? Because he just fits the profile of every motherfucker that Chet Goldstein ever caught. I'm sorry. You know, I used to watch those Creep Catcher shows. I get kind of pissed because it just seemed they were card wrangling and calling it pedo hunting. But after like 2,000 preds, I come to realize, no, it's not that. It's that pedophiles really are fucking stupid. This isn't a crime that a fully functional dude commits. Like, Like, you ain't gonna find American Psycho pulling that shit. It's the crime of a retard. It's a retard's crime. So when people tell me fucking Warhammer is just a retard, I'm like, well, you know what? You want to watch these fucking creep catching shows like I do? You find out about, I'd say 75% of Preds are mildly retarded. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I think there's something fucked with the guy. I believe I'll be vindicated with time. Like, that's all I got to say on that. But, you know, ain't no one accuses me of shit without me responding. You know, Shaggy. You know how petty and vindictive I am. Okay, so, like, I think my sword is here. I think the Black Jungle Master has arrived because the dogs are acting psycho. So, one moment. Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Jungle Master has arrived. Thankfully, they got it right. It is a sword, not a dude. And I no longer have to make that fucking joke ever again. And I am also wearing the latest in fascist fashion, my Zwenvi hoodie. It's actually very high quality. I was expecting something much shittier than this. You see, this hoodie was only $20. $20. Now, usually when you get a $20 hoodie, it's gonna be made of like some plasticky shit that you know, the rain will just pour right through it. It won't protect you from shit. But no, this is a very well made, very nice hoodie. You know, I guess hoodies that make you look you know, I guess this sort of look just isn't in style right now. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Here, listen to these two fuckheads while I do this.
That was in good faith.
Yeah, he can fucking super chat a fucking B in his H. And I'll read some of the smaller ones before we start here. Professor Chain Link for 777. Kino, Anonymous for 10. Johnny Monoxide is dropping a load of dirt on TRS and NJP over Telegram. Eric Stryker is a cokehead. Ha ha. I mean, who hasn't been one?
Okay.
Mr. Sagawa for 5.
Okay.
Flam didn't do anything.
So, we will now be
Neil Paradox for 10.
You know, I thought there was going to be a lot of content tonight, but so far, no. Anyway, what we will now be doing is switching to display capture. Unfortunately, Angle Dangus has destroyed my Chiro baseball cap, so we will be sporting the backup Jurassic Park cap. You know, as you can see, this is the Zwenvi jacket here. Very, very comfortable, very warm, $20. Go get you one. It comes in a, you know, if you don't like this, it comes in a reverse coloration with white and black stripes. Anyway, one moment. So, we are now, hold on. Right, so we have this right here. Let me just, here. And we're going to open it, see what it's like. So, well, it's a bit harder to open than I first thought, but we'll get through it. There we go. They're up. wrap the box in plastic for some stupid reason. Next thing I have to just cut through this shit. More child-proof bullshit. And I wrapped tape all over it for some reason. So let's do the sound again. Yeah. I'm gonna hold it up. The Jungle Master. Got this right here. No, thank you. Now, it's strapped like this, so you unclap these to release it. Not exactly convenient in a combat situation. But once you get this fucker out of there, oh boy. Now, I believe this is the knockoff version of the Bushmaster blade. But Shaggy ain't fucking rich. In fact, Shaggy is unemployed and wasting what money he has left on vanity items. So, Shaggy cannot afford the Bushmaster, so instead, Shaggy got the Jungle Master, which is allegedly better. Now, it has some sort of weird pattern to the blade. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is like shit quality in the paint or if that's a design. But there is definitely some sort of like, I don't know. It looks like a Pollock painting on the blade or something. No, when I rub it, it fades away. So the blade is covered in something. I don't know what the hell that is. It looks like someone jizzed all over it, quite frankly, but it needs to be washed. So the first thing I notice about this fucking thing is it needs to be washed. It looks like, honestly, looks like it got covered in fruit juice or something somewhere along the way. Other than that, at some point I've got this chopping log outside. I'm going to go out there and what I do like, however, aside from the fact that this thing is fucking filthy, right out of the box needs to be washed. I don't what the actual fuck there. But it's a full tang blade. You know, there's no fear that this is going to snap in its hilt or be bashed out of its way by a stronger blade if it comes to that. Full tang blade. Oh, there's a nice fucking sound to it too. You can hear that swish, and that's what you want. That's what you want. And as to sharpness, oh yeah, I can chop into the desk pretty good with this. It cuts into the desk pretty good. So, well, we have now seen the Black Jungle Master. Which really should have been cleaned before. I don't know if this is like some sort of blade wax or what the fuck this is coated in. But it's mildly sticky and I'm not thrilled. Not thrilled about that. So the question is, do I knock a point off? You know what? No, I'm going to blame handling for that. I'm going to judge the actual blade. And on the actual blade, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna call this a solid. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is basically a good sword, right? A good blade, in my opinion. If you want that extra 3 points, you really got to have something special, and all this really does have is, the holes going through it. I might have been persuaded to give it an 8 if it had come clean. I don't know. I'm trying not to let that influence my decision here. It's a bit shorter than I would like, but it is a machete. It is a machete. I will next, when I have the ability to afford it, be ordering a broadsword or a trench knife. I think it would, like, if I want to, again, I know it's kind of gay, but I think I'm gonna start buying some shit for other people, both in my real life and a few people I know on the internet. There's this swastika trench knife I want to get for Surfer at the flea market. Because I could probably get that as a bonus if I bought the broadsword I'd like. But I don't know if I can actually mail a trench knife to a Canadian. Anyway. Trench knife is, by the way, is a knife that has brass knuckles on the handle. They're illegal, but you can find them everywhere. I love them. I swear by them. Love me some trench knives. So what's based is at the flea market. They've got this. Well, the Muslims don't care about politically correct stuff. They've got all the most wicked fucking shit at their little blade stall you can imagine in terms of that. If you're looking for swastikas, Confederate shit, you're not looking for the good old boys. No, the people you want to go to buy that sort of shit are Iranians, ironically. But we are currently still doing the pig roast. Let's see how the Daiymo.
You can post the link to the archive somewhere if people want it. I can even post it on like my site somewhere. I think I'm not sure if I can post this stuff on like Twitter or YouTube without getting like flagged down, but there's ways to find it. And a
lot of interesting stuff going on. I like how they're prepping him like he's going on to CNN.
Yeah,
I'm back to display capture.
An important interview.
I'm gonna take this shit off now because it's fucking hot as fuck today.
It's so fucking funny.
The prestigious Kino Casino.
Favorite hat was destroyed by Angle Dance.
The stream proper.
We can if you want. Is Surfer still streaming? Should we get him in here? He is.
Why?
God damn.
He's gonna stream.
Why, Dance?
He's almost done with the stream. So we'll go, and then maybe we'll just go into stuff and go to the highlights, and then we'll bring Surfer in when he's done, because I think I want to hear his take. I want to get Surfer. We need all of us together. We should have Rudy and Deadman. We should have all the B list.
It's not a gun.
Celebs here.
We can have like a panel at the end.
Yeah,
you think that'll work?
We have an end game panel.
I know. Everyone and their mom.
The evidence over. I presented my argument. I think, regardless of what you think,
I'm throwing my money away on stupid shit. Of course, I'm gonna buy Link's ocarina. Of course, I'm gonna buy Link's ocarina.
Whether it's enough to convict him or enough to cast suspicion on him.
Comes free with the Zelda bullet sex doll.
I think that I just presented a much better argument here in the last 20 minutes than fucking Kino Casino did over 2.5 hours. And I think that is undeniable. I mean, Daiymo, you had no opinion on this. You didn't care, but now you think Flam is creepy and guilty. Would you agree with
it's definitely something there. That really shows how shitty they promoted this and how shitty they did. I was, I don't give a shit, dude, but now
you're like, whoa, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
It's a little bit fucking weird,
I'm just making sure I didn't fuck.
And it's all about the presentation, because they started from a similar baseline.
So
with
video capture off
and making the argument and realizing, he's lying about this, he's saying this, he's covering his tracks, he's acting like a guilty man. And that's circumstantial evidence, I know, but this isn't a real fucking court, so who gives a shit? That's circumstantial evidence. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a real lawyer, bitch.
Oh, they do.
Are we going head to head with Kino Casino? Should we stop so people can go watch Kino Casino, guys? Should we stop so that people can go watch their PPP content?
I think it's only fair, though, because you know how I feel about respecting time slots. That's something I'm very passionate about.
Respect the time slot. Are we going against the kill stream? Are we going head to head with the kill stream? Is that going to be a problem?
We're going head to head with like 9 streams right now. Before we get into the Kino Casino, did you find that stream with Flamingo and?
No, usually I'd respect his. No, I wouldn't. That's a fucking lie. Let's just do it.
Sorry, my friend. I did not. I was just told that. By the way, if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I was told that that's what happened, and I have no reason to doubt that. That's
Don't apologize, dude. That's the best thing that could have happened to you. What would have been like 2 days ago?
It would have been on Wednesday night. Yes, it would have been on Wednesday night. Vito, and there might not be an archive of the stream, as far as I know. You might have to go on Kiwi Farms to find it.
Oh. God, dude, is it worth it? Is it worth me having to go on the Kiwi Farm Zoo?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, here's the victory lap on Kino Casino victory lap, boo.
They're doing a victory lap?
Let's see. He was doing one.
Someone in the chat.
Anyway,
I want to while you're looking, I want to stifle an argument that I'm hearing.
It's true. I
Godwinson was on the show to sabotage PPP.
I'm not trying to really.
That gets giving Godwinson too much credit. I thought that at first too, but at the time, I thought that makes perfect sense. Of course, Godwinson's come to kill his child.
Fuck.
It makes sense. But however, after watching the stream, I really don't think that. Godwinson was trying his best to make this stream successful. And the reality is he didn't make it entertaining. This is the most... people said this...
Yeah, okay, I guess they're not looking to involve me in that shit. Whatever. I'm not heartbroken. I don't think this is going anywhere. Anyway, moving on. We are going back into the casino. Yeah. And just imagine that stupid fucking music in your head as we waltz over here that Andy likes to play. Oh, fuck. This is the wrong fucking door. I walk right back in here. Anyway. So many doors tonight. So many different places to wander over. Let's see what they're talking about.
Casino. Like, I really don't understand the chemo casino. Like, we're the ones curing the cancer?
Yeah.
Okay?
Like, I just... No, you're fuck it.
Lester. Like, at least there's something there pejorative. Chemo casino, to me, is a positive. But
is it really?
Keep running with chemo casino there, guys.
Yeah, it kind of works. I think it's funny.
What it is, I think in Ralph's mind, because he made it, he's been making fun of, like, he literally wakes up to tweet to Medicare. Do you see these? Trig.
A few fucking years, Ashton is going to get the beatus, and it's going to be the keto casino.
Literally waking up, has still, like, the sleeps in his eyes, you know, like the fucking, the eye crusties. He's, like, he's rubbing them out as he's going, Medicare! So he goes, Medicare, Jim has cancer, Jim's been on Kino Casino, therefore cancer, chemo, and then he doesn't realize it's not bad to be chemo. Is it? I don't know. Ralph's just a mongoloid. Man. His brain damage is so bad.
Interesting.
His brain damage, he's done. Here we go. Sepskin, Trick, and No.
Well, Esoteric.
$20. Thank you so much.
Oh, Esoteric, what can I say? I mean, yeah, I've had some bad days in my life, but I recovered from them. And I've never, accidentally helped the agenda cult for laughs. I never did something as stupid as what you've done. Again, I don't know if you're just autistic or if you're actually willing to side with some of the worst people on the planet in order to A-log me. I don't know which it is, Esoteric, but either way, like, get fucked. You're fucked. I don't know what to tell you. I don't have much respect for you. I know you don't think very highly of me, but as I see it, you've done worse than anything I've ever done. Like, that's not just the internet, buddy. It's either just, like, stupidity on a ridiculous level, or, oh, there goes my equipment fucking up again. I don't know what that's about. Lovely. Anyway, yeah, no, I really, I don't know what to say. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not calling you a pedophile. I'm just stating the facts. This is the facts, Esoteric. You did help people with a seriously fucked agenda. And you can go see what that agenda is yourself. You know, take the Seneca classes yourself, as I say. Anyone can take those classes. I don't need to prove jack shit. And you help those people. That's the side that you're on. I wouldn't want that on my conscience, you know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die with nothing to repent. I just don't think you're going to repent. But it's all trolling, right?
The wife's being called a pedophile, and the baby laughed.
Pretty sure Esoteric Shaggyism is Burger Boy. Meaning the only content he's ever been able to make is literally just re-uploading my content. I don't know.
You heard about the new Dalton drama? I can't believe this shit. He went all the way to DC just to end up looking like a complete fool.
By the way, that's a guess. That's a guess with absolutely nothing more than some shit behind it I'm not really going to get into. But, yeah, it looks like Andy is still getting a lot of tomatoes, a lot of fucking... they're not happy. The people aren't happy. And we are... How long are we in here? We are... Fuck. We're a good 40 minutes in.
Prime time there, son.
We're 40 minutes in, and they're only halfway to their goal. Halfway. You know, Ashton can try and laugh it off all he likes. He can wear the smarmiest fucking facial expressions known to man. But the reality is, people who would have donated before, a lot of them are going to hold on to their shekels a bit more tightly around Ashton. Just a bit more tightly. That's my opinion there.
The lines, and we're going to see this, folks. You're shocked. I'm shocked. PPP is shocked. Actually, you know what? I'm not shocked. We all knew this was going to happen. It was a matter of when. And by the way, folks, this is nothing. This is just the beginning of this downfall. We have on the 18th, Nick is going on kill stream.
Is this still gonna happen?
Esoteric, I did call into the Esoteric, look, I called into the Daiymo, and he's doing his own thing. I have nothing to say or add to the situation. I just wanted to unbox my fucking sword, and I wanted to give my opinions on this. Also wanted to, I don't know if I've said this already, but you know, if I've banned, blocked rather, Laughing If. I didn't know that was a feature. I don't really play around with the YouTubes that much. But yeah, apparently you can just block him. But that doesn't mean Laughing Adolf will actually stop. The guy really is obsessive, and as a result of that, you know, Surfer is now the one getting felted by him, because Surfer thought I was trying to call it. No. I will call in when I feel like there's really nothing going on, but when you've got like 90 people watching live, yeah, that's not a good time for Shaggy to be calling in. Shaggy doesn't need to add anything to that. I've got my own stream. I can fire this up, and most people are going to see it later. Most people are going to see this shit later, because realistically, there's better shit to be watching right now. You should probably be in one of these other chats. Not the Kino Casino. This is shit. But you can go in there and throw tomatoes. Now, I'm just not willing to create more accounts. I'm just not willing to create more accounts to try and get in there to throw tomatoes. Not really worth my time to do that. But I find it funny. like seeing that they're having some trouble making that goal. It's not quite the gold mine it was, and I'm hoping that continues. But it looks like here's the meat of the matter.
Refuse to give the boomer his due, okay? I refuse to accept that Google Hangouts was the superior option this whole time, okay?
Yeah, everyone, I think what happened...
Esoteric, the scimitar you're talking about, I think it is like my mom's boyfriend's old decoration sword. And I am not going to, like, realistically, that's somewhere in the garage. And the garage is just like a massive mountain of shit we don't use anymore. And I'm just not going to dig through that. Most of it's soaked in rat piss anyway. To find some cheap-ass, probably rusted by now, like strip of metal that really rattle. The reason I don't give a shit about that sword is it rattles in the hilt. Right? Like, you saw the Jungle Master is full tang, right? It's just a blade with some string wrapped around the part of it that's meant to be held. Like, that scimitar is like a piece of fancy, weak metal stuck in another piece of weak, fancy metal and held in place with like two little screws. It was never meant to be actually used in combat. The swords I buy supposedly could be used in combat situations, so I'm not really going to be showing off a decorative... I'm not going to call it a weapon. It's decoration. And no, I won't be digging that up out of the garage.
He's like, look, guys, there's just shit being shit all over the place. There's garbage, there's trash. I don't know, but he knows why. But he's just had enough. He goes, oh, fucking Ralph again. Fuck! He's like, it's like, remember when the 9/11 happened in Bush? When the guy came to whisper in Bush's ear?
Yeah.
This is Nick Fuentes.
The nation's under attack.
But it's
what?
That's not really a scimitar, Esoteric. I showed that the other night. It's more like a curved blade. But yeah, it could be more easily compared to a cutlass, to be honest.
After learning who Ralph was and what was going on and whispered in his ear, hey, you don't get rid of this redneck alcoholic felon, I'm going to cut off the payments. And then Nick was like, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Donor, sir. We will cut him out. And that's where this is really coming from, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
One of the donors came to him and was like, look, this is fucked. This is really bad.
Because, like, a couple months ago, all of this drama started. Drama with...
They're Jennying their chat heavily now.
Stupid shit for months.
Whose fault is that?
I guess it all goes back to it was Ralph versus this guy for.
And you kind of have to. I can't knock him for Jennying it. And, that's the community's fault at this point.
That he handpicked for his streaming site. This guy, Flamenco. I don't know anything. I only debated him 4 times about why Ralph was right to flag him down. Which, by the way, despite all the shit with Flamenco there, it still wasn't right of Ralph to flag him down. That was some very bullshit tactics of Ralph. Okay, it was fucked up.
Oh, and hi, Ralph's chat.
we love Ralph on this show. This is the Gut Guard Express, don't you know?
Medicare Masochist for 20! Oh, my donuts are shrinking in light of your good faith. I don't feel so good, Mr. Krabs.
Whoa!
He's a homie.
Medicare Masochist.
You may have noticed Chauncy has been absent lately. Yeah, you don't see Chauncy around. Don't fuck with Shaggy. Do not fuck with Shaggy. You know who you are, and you know if you're on my list. Now, in time, you always something gets revealed on you faggots. Like, that's the thing. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And with pretty much everyone who messes with me on this site, they're all fucked in the head. You kind of have to be to go to the lengths they do. And when you're fucked in the head, you're not going to have a clean life. And when you don't have a clean life, it's going to leak onto the fucking internet. And you won't be seeing Chauncy anymore. You won't be seeing him around for a while. Because, you know the expression, keep your friends close and your enemies closer? That's true, but what you really don't want to do is go making your friends your enemies, because then you're really fucked. Because those friends know shit about you. Right? Right, Chauncy? Anyway.
Any of this, it's just all this stuff just started happening.
Yeah, chat felted. Forge gang felted. Shaggy wins. Shaggy wins.
It wasn't like I was advocating to flag everyone off YouTube.
Oh, I'm sorry. You all thought I meant what Euros dumped on Chauncy. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But he knows.
Entire rest of the internet and the drama community and Kiwi Farms and the Keynote Casino and Mr. Medic. I decided to take it all on at once and thought I was the fucking man. And now I've realized I can't handle it and I'm fucked. No.
Well, what happened to Chauncy? Well, Sasha, Chauncy took me up on that offer to meet me in the field. Chauncy took a long trip with me out to the Delta, and we went fishing together. We had a long talk, and Chauncy won't be back. No, I'm kidding. He's still alive. He's still a retarded faggot. But, he's another person who never had the right to be laughing at other people because of his own problems. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to just open fire on him. That would be kind of fucked. Like, he did fuck off. I'm not merciless. But yeah, if he comes back here, I've got plenty of info. I got plenty of ammunition for that fuck.
Okay.
I love fighting, okay? I like to fight. This is not walking it back.
It is.
That's how I felt. That was my opinion.
It is walking it back. That's what you're doing.
It's so funny.
I don't.
Sasha, they all have
anything.
Sasha, they all have dirty laundry. They all have dirty laundry, and Shaggy is right. Like, Shaggy was right about Tux. Shaggy was right about Chauncy, about Shan Kadoki. Shaggy was right about PPP. Shaggy is always pretty much right about this shit. Not that I want to be. I'm right when I want to be right. No, it's not the power of divination. No, it's just a bit of fucking common sense.
Article after article after article about the humiliation. Your credibility as leader of the white race has gone to zero. Zero, Nicholas.
He's done.
You are, in fact, outed. All of the chips are gone. He's going to talk about how he's cashing in his chips. They're not chips, Nick. These are like Monopoly money chips. It's like in Monopoly when you run out of money and you just start writing down on pieces of paper the money. That's the equivalent of the chips that he's claiming to have left.
It's a Canadian Tire.
For his dub. Canadian Tire money.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
It's fun. Some people think it's unnecessary. I think it's all kind of harmless and silly. At the minimum.
It definitely was not harmless for your movement. It fucking fractured your movement horrendously. This was not good.
Can we stop pretending Nick Fuentes has a movement? He's a YouTuber. Nick Fuentes has a cult as much as the 6 people who actually enjoy my content constitute a cult, okay? This guy is not a cult leader. He's a chicken hawk, that's for damn sure. But the man is so slimy and I hate to use the word toxic at this point that he has to be fucking avoided by anyone who doesn't he is a losing card now. He is a fucking a negative to anything he's involved in.
I want to pick a side in the fight. I want to get in on the fight. That's why I'm I think Ralph is right. And you know what? Fuck Mediger and all this. And it turns into this big thing that's now,
I thought Ralph was right. That was the biggest fucking fail ever, dude.
I thought this fucker liked taking sides. What happened to that?
Ralph was right.
Ralph was right. Guys, so this is him apprehensive. Now he's going to describe what he thinks Ralph is. Let's go. By the way, Ralph has watched this on his show for 2 days in a row. Going, how is he against me here? I don't know. Let's check it out.
It's sort of like a harmless diversion. It's fun for a minute, but then...
Esoteric, when I defended Tux, I said, let me defend Tux again. Look, it is true that what Tux did is disgusting, evil, and degenerate. And if he was not a member of the Latter-day Saints Church, I would never defend him. But he does have the high priesthood, so we must assume at heart he is a good Christian, and that he simply made these mistakes that he will not commit again. Because otherwise, surely the church would have excommunicated him for his sins. Now, if you can't tell that I'm kidding there, that's a bit of humor, I really think that this content is not for you. I think that, you might be looking for something a bit more PG-13, maybe watch some anime over with Fagmenko. I don't know.
Pill-popping alcoholic felon, revenge pornographer, with more fucking baggage than fucking Jerry Springer had on GSN, for fuck's sake. And the reality of it is he's like, this can't help me. This isn't good. I thought that this guy would be able to fucking destroy the Kino Casino, but it turns out he's been fighting PPP and losing to him for 3 years now. So it turns out my miracle magic bullet of Ethan Ralph isn't going to work. It turns out Godwinson is still on side with PPP, is still friends with PPP. It turns out I wasn't emailing the real Godwinson.
Well, that just means that Godwinson, like PPP, is full of shit. That's like, I'm not heartbroken. I didn't really know. I discovered PPP before Godwinson. It's just everyone told me that Godwinson was the one with his hand at PPP's ass. And now that we know, PPP's whole character is literally stolen, and that he doesn't really believe anything he says, we have to assume that, same is true with Godwinson, and that goes back to the whole Sargon thing. If you've literally, in the same sense that PPP wanted to become Ethan Ralph, I guess Godwinson just wanted to be Sargon the whole time. He just wanted to wear the suit. He wanted to be the manager at the Applebee's. Yeah, it's all social climbing. It's all for attention. It's all bullshit. None of these people really have convictions. Well, I have convictions. Shaggy has convictions, and I put my convictions in a gold frame and hung them on my wall when they made me suffer for my convictions. When Shaggy had to lose everything for his convictions. Nah, Shaggy doesn't give a fuck about the shekels. He pisses on them. He does.
Let's go over a short little list here of why he dumped all his friends. Me. He heard on my Discord, I was like, I don't want to do kill stream as much anymore because he doesn't pay me.
It might have had something to do with the fact that, you had Alex aiming his gun at people. Which wouldn't be so bad if you hadn't then abandoned fucking Alex. I mean, shit. This guy's such a snake, and it's like watching two people who are at least as bad as everyone they're going at. Neither of these people are any morally better than any of the people they're going at. I would honestly say that Worski is in the same boat as Pegmenko. Oh, do we really believe that this guy's been redeemed? Oh, he's such a holy man now, right? Fuck's sake.
No, sorry. Ralph was talking shit about Gator. Gator was trying to just move away from it. And then Ralph started talking shit about Gator. Gator went on a Flam show and boom, voila. All the reasons are way less than what Nick is doing right here. Junkyard?
He's a trailer park junkyard filled with rusted Mountain Dew cans, fucking piss bottles, pig shit. He's the junkyard hog, so to speak.
So, okay, Esoteric. The lore of that is that at the time I bought that book, I was actually rolling in cash. And I'd actually meant to buy a mere $15 softcover copy. But being incredibly wasted at the time, I clicked on the wrong shit. And what was delivered, I discovered 4 days later, I'd spent $700 on this thing. And it was almost here. But I was like, making money hand over fist. I didn't give a shit. And that's the lore of how I actually got that $700 book. It wasn't $730, it was $700. If they're selling another one for $730, the price has gone up. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe me getting one of them. And I don't know what the fuck makes that one so much more special than the softcover. I think it's signed by some dude, but it's not signed by Hoskins. It's not signed by the dude who wrote it. And it ain't signed by Robert J. Matthews. I don't know who the fuck the dude... I can't read cursive that well, so I can't even really read the name, but I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry if you didn't know this, but I'm not looking to commit any terrorist activities in the near future. That too is sort of a joke. It's like, fuck.
Who's going out there and fighting?
With nothing left. He has nothing in his life, nothing left to lose. Like, in Nick's mind, like, Ralph's children aren't something that he could lose because they're already lost to him. Xander, his son, he will never see. Rosie has already been molested by Pantsu multiple times. It's already over for Ralph. His life is lost. He has nothing left to live for, according to Nick. Nothing.
No, God, no. No book newly bought is $730. This thing is like, it's got a fucking blood stain on the back of the cover, for fuck's sake. Pretty sure. I don't know who owned this first, but probably some scary-ass neo-Nazi dude. Probably need that $700 for crack money. I don't know.
Fuck himself. You're like, yes, master, sir, I'll do that. Good wagey cagey job for you. I'll shuck and jive and dance for you, sir. Yes,
I showed the new sword. It's I'll show it again if you like. Hold on. I'm gonna show the sword again.
Savior.
Sad. But because the way he's bringing it up is not only that Ralph has nothing left to lose. He's gonna bring up a point here. He's like, look, we're all doing important things. We're making a difference. We're the heart of America, and Ralph is literally nothing. He can die tomorrow.
Ralph's become Ray from Trailer Park Boys, fucking living amongst piss balls and trash in the fucking dump. Remember when Ray lost his trailer burned down, so he had to go live in the dump?
In the truck?
Yeah, I had the truck in the fucking dump, and it was like, I love it here, boys, in the fucking dump.
I love when they always say...
There's no shame in living in the dump.
They have to set up his wheelchair, remember? He's like, no, I'm handicapped. He's like putting his wheelchair, opening his own wheelchair.
Faking disabilities.
It's true, there's no shame in living in the dump.
For 45 years and it burns down and I used to live in the dump. That's what Nick is saying Ralph is right now.
Scumbags of the internet. And that's fine.
Wait. Just hear this quote.
He's saying Ralph's one of the scumbags of the internet there. Ralph's life mission is to be a scumbag on the internet and engage with the other scumbags. And look at Nick's face here. Look at as he smiles and laughs. You remember, because he knows he has Ralph under his thumb. So at one time, Ralph went off about how Nick's sister was a lesbian, how Nick would never amount to shit. He went at Nick really, really hard. And now Nick just laughs because Ralph's his slave.
Yeah.
His bitch boy.
With nothing left to lose.
The once proud Ralph-a-male, the owner of the RalphRetort.com, humbled, made a slave to a Mexican child.
Oh, damn.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. This is why I want to do the place your bets after this, folks. And we want to see if this is a W for Nick. We don't give W's very often.
Not only that, I mean, he shaved off his pedophile mustache.
I don't know what a mole ninja is. I don't wear these fucking masks off the internet. Not even for COVID. I wear these fucking masks because, it's not even to hide my fucking identity. Okay? Let me be real. If I'm doing a show like this and I have a job and my boss finds it and he sees I'm wearing a mask, he's going to roll his eyes and say, this isn't really related to your job. But if he sees me, with my face out, just saying all sorts of shit, he might say, well, what if the boys see that? Or some gay shit like that. I don't know. But I have to wear a mask to protect my free speech. The mask is to protect my free speech. It's not because I'm into ninja shit. I I practice fencing, but I only ever got to blue belt with martial arts. That ain't my thing. But yeah, this is not quite as long as what I was hoping it was going to be, but it's nice. Sasha, if I wear it to the bank and start yelling loudly, they're just going to say, Shaggy, get to the back of the line. They know me. No, I'm kidding.
This.
Oh,
I haven't been to a bank in years.
Doesn't believe it. He's just throwing Ralph a bone. So it's not like... At this point, it's like, yeah, Nick's pissed in his mouth, but if he didn't include this part, it's like he just dropped Trow and took a dump in his mouth, you know? And just told him...
So at this point, this is my conclusion. I'll come back to this later. But it's not what they advertised. Nick didn't just like viciously go at Ethan Ralph, denouncing him, throwing him under the bus. It's Ethan Ralph and Nick Fuentes having a bit of light banter, and Ashton Parks and Andy Worski masturbating to it. And I think it's they deserve to be ridiculed. They deserve to be mocked. Everyone involved in this whole thing is just... I don't see where Ashton has any moral high ground. He's literally worse than Ralph at this point, in my sincere opinion. Moving away from this retard, let's have a look at... Yeah.
Have a different thought to. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck. Now it's me sniping them, sniping the casino. This is just... Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. I guess this is the turd level that what Hollywood God was talking about. We're on the turd level here.
Isn't it, Ash? Think of the lemon
not
so
the
far.
signal boot night. Not the signal boot night. No,
Well,
no, they're always supportive. Aleph, the Nemesis for 20. Make a poll as to whether Flamenco is owed happy birthday. PPP.
Now, there's a video Godwinson made before about Jim's hats, decrying monetization online and being a grifter.
I was waiting for that too. I was ready to pout too.
And now...
I would say that, hold on, I would call in. I have nothing to add to this that I can't say right here. Like, what the fuck would I say? Ashton's a fat fuck. Andy Worski is a greasy cokehead. Godwinson is literally become Sargon of Akkad, just a shittier version, like a less successful version. I don't know who the fuck the other person on the panel is, nor do I give a fuck. As to the Daiymo and Gahoole, they know more about this shit than I do, and they give more of a fuck than I do. I'll say that. Anyway.
People wanting to become YouTubers or e-celebs. And here he is bragging about how much money he made on stream.
But we'll ask.
Only a couple of years later. It's really it's interesting how the times have changed. While some of us stand firm. Listen,
what if I should call in?
I've thought about doing monetization for my site many times because I have to pay money, I have to pay for server costs. I've thought about it, but I've never done it because I know it's wrong. I know it's the wrong thing to do. Even though, probably in the long run, I'll have to set up some kind of fund to ensure after my death that TV channel can continue. There's no justification for making internet videos to get.
Yeah, I tend to agree, Brew. I don't think I can add anything here. Esoteric wants me to call in. I don't think that's.
Disagree. Look, I
honestly, I'm gonna put a 2 here myself. I don't think I have anything to add here, and if other people don't want to hear me, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna be calling in if they don't really need me here, and they don't. So. Yeah, I'm not really necessary for this one.
deserve his money.
You know what? He does. And the thing is, Doug Walker's been doing it forever. James Rolfe deserves it. Although James Rolfe stopped making stuff for some time. But you know who? You know the template of.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue what's going on with this shit. I don't care either. Let's see what else is Surfer still streaming. I don't know. Let's see if. Oh, I know. Hey, Toxic Angel, are you around? Toxic Angel, you want to call in here? I don't know. Nah, fuck that. I don't think anyone's watching still. I just think Esoteric. I just think they know that I really don't have anything to add to this. Everyone knows Shaggy has nothing to add to this. I'm literally just here wasting time until I go fucking like get something to eat for myself. I mean. That's my own fucking channel. No. Oh, shit. Let's see this. Of course, Fagmenko has ads on his shit. I mean, the queer he is.
First kind of big L. Yeah. I mean, even Medicare said it was a fucking L, so I don't know.
Interview with him a little bit more than Kino Casino, because it'll be a little bit more even-tempered. Augie seems to have a decent moral.
Well, if Medicare said it, it must be true.
Bro! Fucking every 2 seconds. So, just going to check this out. I want to see how this appearance went, because Tux didn't do all that great of a fucking job on this show.
If they start sniping the casino or going over Ashton content, I'm pretty much done for the night. I can't... It's literally everyone just obsessing over this gay shit. And I'm not into it. I showed off my sword and my new hoodie. Relatively pleased with those items. And I don't feel a need to continue to add nothing to nothing, which is what I'm doing here. I mean, nothing is good for nothing.
Me. I have been under the microscope by several fucking homo wannabe ankle-biting streamers that can't fucking lace my boots for...
Mersh, I have more viewers than you. What the fuck are you talking about, ankle biter? What is this ankle biter shit, dude? I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing pretty good right now. Okay?
I've heard of Mersh. I don't care about Mersh. So look, we've been live for how long now? Yeah, okay. Let me think. I want some. Let's see here. So yeah, I mean, you know what? I think there's a song I like where there's a based intro from Supreme Gentleman Elliot Rogers. Yeah, Elliot Rogers, a clip of him threatening to murder people has been mixed. An actual clip of his voice saying some cringy, I think it's actually a quote from World of Warcraft, but let's see if I can find that song. They're gonna be our eggs. Yeah. Oh, I found it. Yeah, I believe this is it. This is a tribute song to mass murderer Elliot Rogers. You're gonna feel bad for you're gonna feel guilty by how much you like this song. This is one of those songs that you like even...
Shaggy is trying to get in, but Daiymo's in the bathroom. We'll let him in a second. Shaggy, I'm not sure where... Flamenco allegedly has this girlfriend who is aware of his kinks and is okay with it and like encourages it and like he enjoys it and enjoys.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. You know what? If you lived in California, you'd see that all the time. The sad thing is that with the alphabet agenda getting to like the stage it gets to around here, no, that sort of perversion actually becomes popular with the women who are just as degenerate as the men. There's
counterpoint.
Remember that both the men and women in this fucked up cult are trying to reach across the gender divide. The women want to become more like men. The men want to become more like women. So you're going to have more female child molesters and more men like following the lead of female child. It just gets fucked. It gets really fucked out here. The other day, like there's a restaurant I like, but the woman there is like in her like mid 50s or early 60s, and she has her gray hair and shit, but she has it dyed purple. And she wears all these fucking shirts for like young SJW types. And you can just tell that this thing has become so mainstream that old people are getting into it. And I just think we need a cleansing. I think we need like armed soldiers to march through, investigate houses, see who needs to die, who needs to live. Actually just,
well, that's why you've got your battle axe. Shaggy.
Well, hold on, maybe kill people by lots and let God sort them out. I mean, the Lord does know his own. No, I'm kidding. But I now have, in addition to my battle axe, my new sword, which is ironically and literally called the Black Jungle Master. I think they were marketing to a very different demographic, but I've purchased it. It is a nice weapon that was probably made with Hebrew Israelites in mind or so, but no, it ended up in my hands.
Okay.
Now,
can I make a point? Shag, I hate to interrupt you, but I actually had a point about Flam's girlfriend. I don't think she's. I don't want to jump right to the conclusion, but I don't think she's real. I think he's making her up. I think she's a lie. I don't think she actually has a fucking girlfriend.
That's also possible. I
think the reason why I say that, and I can let you respond, but like I have a schizo take on this. So
yeah, go ahead.
Flamenco claims that his girlfriend and him haven't had sex since they're waiting until marriage. But he also claims that she's okay with all of his weird hentai kinks and being into all this weird shit, right? And he claims to like go meet her, but she's never been on camera. No one's ever seen her. She's never been like seen or around, right? And they claim to go on vacation all the time together, but they don't sleep in the same bed. They like sleep apart and they don't have sex together. They're just on vacation like together, but like they're looking at separate beds and shit because they're Christian and they're waiting until marriage. But he jacks up to Shotokan and prolapse hentai, right? And even though he has a girlfriend, he's talking about these VTubers and how much he'd like to date them on stream and shit. Well, even though he has a girlfriend who he's engaged to, he has like a fucking fiance. He's talking about like he wants to date these VTubers and if they live near me, maybe I would date them. I think he's lying about having a girlfriend to defend his fucking ego, and he's actually in real life fucking lonely virgin who's trying to bang some VTubers. That's what I think's going on.
All right, so just before Daiymo gives his take, I want to just point out that the last time I had a girlfriend, she didn't.
Daiymo's had his hand up for a whole minute, Shaggy.
Oh yeah,
this is Daiymo's stream.
I just want to be really quick. I would point out though that in regards Gator's girlfriend, that turned out to be real. Remember when I showed you video evidence of Gator's girlfriend, Surfer?
I don't remember seeing visual.
The
I still think that Gator's Puerto Rican girlfriend from Canada is probably a figment.
That's a joke. I'm referencing the time I sent Surfer footage of a crocodile eating a Filipino woman. But anyway, go ahead, Daiymo.
I wanted to know what prolapse hentai was. Like, what the hell is that thing?
It's exactly what it sounds like, fool. It's nothing you want to be involved in. But I'd also point out that but yeah, the only thing about that, the only serious point I would make is that women typically don't want to be involved in this for good reason.
Follow-up question, Shaggy. Why did you
that's sort of what I was
video of
hoping
a Filipino woman being eaten by a crocodile?
Blade time. So, Daiymo, what was your point with what I said? You think I'm wrong?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
Oh, I'm right. I think his girlfriend's made up.
I just wanted to know what prolapse hentai was.
Prolapse
hentai. Fagmenko's into that because Fagmenko's prolapse hangs lower than Shaggy's 8-inch Mormon cock. But on to Gahoole's point, I actually think, Gahoole, that Fagmenko's girlfriend is real. And what's fake when he says, I think you're 100% right, that when he LARPs, like they sleep in different beds and they're this perfect Christian couple, even though he beats off to fucking Shota and weird hentai and obviously isn't a Christian. I think that's what's fake about it. But I think what we need to keep in mind is it's like when Pantsu was dating Digibro, right? Like Digibro was a weird sexual degenerate, but women don't form opinions of their own. Like women follow the dominant man that they follow. So Fagmenko's girlfriend, she'd be accepting of the degenerate shit because she's just following the man and she doesn't form opinions of her own. But I think it is absolutely bullshit when they say that they're this fucking Christian couple that's waiting till marriage and sleeping in separate beds. Because you're right. He's fucking in like pedo server and weird shit like that.
I'm going to take a very Gahoole-like stance and say that's not true with all surfer. Women are evil, and they will like fucking puppet you just to watch your expression change. Like, what is that about women not having opinions? Women may have crazy opinions, dude, but they'll puppet you just for fun, dude.
That's not an opinion. That's just that's really just masturbation. That's not they're just proving to themselves the same thing I prove to myself when I go and fuck Alice. Now, interestingly, like when I would do that, right? I'm not doing that currently. It was not about the sex. It was about reminding myself that like I am a viable male without having to go through the bullshit of dating, because like it really is actually more expensive in this area to date. It really is.
Okay. That's fair. Have you considered dating online?
I fucking love Shaggy.
No, never e-girls. Never
okay.
e-girls.
Now, I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll sound crazy here, but hypothetically, what if you? Is there a difference between finding a girl on the internet and dating an e-girl? Because there can be a girl who you meet online.
I've been on dating apps, but realistically, it's just hooking up with someone. And here's the deal:
not necessarily through dating apps.
Between sitting there for like a few hours, hoping to get a date with someone who they say you are, and risk getting robbed. You know, there's whorehouses everywhere. These Asian, like in California, these Asian parlors are literally pretty much everywhere. And like some of them are like the Blue Moon only will offer a rub and tug, no matter how much money you flash at them. That's as far as they'll go. But other places like Alice, she's yours for the hour to do whatever you want to with her. And like with that
Isn't
being
that
there,
what they said on the Kino Casino? Hey.
But yeah, no, I mean that's the answer to that. But like again, I just don't like. I think you're right on that the girlfriend is fucking bullshit.
Well, I'm glad.
I really do think that's.
I think regardless of whether the girlfriend's real or not, I think the relationship that he's describing is not real. I think there's a different thing.
I know I'm supposed to be mad at Eros, but I co-signed Tinder.
I don't co-sign Tinder. Maybe when you guys used it, at the time it was different. But the last I've used it, I've tried it for a long time, and I think the reality of dating sites algorithms are not designed to get you in relationships. They're designed to keep you on the app, not to get you dates in relationships. That's what I've found with apps because that's how they make their money.
No, you just have to be very straightforward.
You
have to be straightforward, Gahoole. You have to be like, this is what I want, and I will tolerate nothing else. Fuck off.
No, Shaggy.
Shaggy, are you going to the new Jurassic Park movie tonight or tomorrow?
God, no.
I heard it was the worst movie in the whole franchise.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna like after the last one, I'm watching more of that shit. Like, no, I'm not watching that.
Shaggy, let me.
Eros and I actually met each other on Tinder. So
those are the sort I
throw that out there.
Okay. But Shaggy, I have a question for you. Okay, I'm gonna pitch an idea. So you know how the movies are called Jurassic World now, and in the second movie they teased going That's a nice blade.
Well, it's going to be like some post-apocalypse with dinosaurs. That's gay. That's not what Jurassic Park was about.
No, but hear me out. It doesn't have to be like Jurassic Park, but hear me out. What if they tease military dinosaurs, right? What if they tease what if there was a war fought with dinosaurs?
Because it's bad.
A Jurassic World War? And then maybe a Jurassic World War II with Velociraptor Hitler?
All I can tell you is this is
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm sure they'll do it, but it's not a series I'm going to watch.
But wouldn't that be kind of so fucking crazy that it might be kind of fun? They didn't do that. They did Jurassic World Dominion or some shit. Well, they could have done like military dinosaurs, like countries like genetically engineering dinosaurs to fight for them on the battlefield, and like genetically engineering a super Aryan race of T-Rexes. Would that not be stupid schlocky stuff that you might actually enjoy?
I typically
Nazi dinosaurs, Shaggy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I typically don't really go for silly shit like Sharknado. It's not my sort of thing, really.
I just pitch. It's just a pitch. I had an idea.
Anyway, but yeah, I wanted to show this off for like the third time.
It's cool. It's a cool machete.
Yeah, it is.
Where did Daiymo go?
Probably tired of this sword-wielding retardation.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck.
Time to buy a new desk.
Yeah, no, I test my blades out on the desk.
I found it.
Punctured it. What do you find? Oh, no. Stay back, buddy. You stay back. Don't come near me.
Knives.
I think I just cut myself. I should put this where I cut myself.
So that's what happens.
You play with swords, you cut yourself. I know my mom's gonna get pissed at me. God, my mom fucking.
Rudy's wasted. Bring Rudy on. We need Rudy. Rudy, get on. If you're wasted, we need you and your knife. Whatever knife.
Do you guys' parents watch your content?
My dad is terrified of my content. He thinks I'm a right-wing extremist and couldn't recognize a joke if it bit him in the ass. So every time he sees any of this, he thinks I'm like, no, it's not good. My dad doesn't need to be seeing this. My parents don't need to be seeing this. I wish my church hadn't seen this, quite frankly.
Surfer, did your mom and dad watch the content?
Well, I showed a video to my grandma one time, and she lost it. She was pretty upset with me. So I don't show videos to grandma anymore. I found out recently my brother has a fucking channel with like 25,000 subscribers. You know, I've sent him a couple videos. He actually does way better than I do. He can't be bothered with my fucking shit.
What's his channel? You should send us his channel, guy. You should send us his channel.
Yeah, well,
I was unsure whether I should send all the fucking vlogs after him. You know,
I want to see the Surfer's brother. Surfer's brother sounds fucking like to be. You should do videos with him. That'd be fucking based.
No, he doesn't do videos. He just fucking like clips weird fucking Twitch shit about video games and like League of Legends.
Oh fuck, no, that's gay. Anyway, sorry, but it is. No, you can get a huge following doing that. A huge following of retards.
Oh, he's fucking BTFO and all of us. You know,
it's not about the views; it's about the content, boys. It's not about how big you are.
There's some guy called fucking Sarnando who just makes up bullshit about a game that's like 10 years old, and he gets more views than us. You couldn't pay me to do that.
You can pay me to do that. I get paid. I'd rather fucking do that than my actual job.
You didn't get to ask me the questions. Like, you don't even care I'm here.
Well, that's what we're talking about Surfer's brother. But Daiymo is your
You don't even care that I'm here, dude.
Do your parents watch your videos?
No. They know that I do it, though. They're aware. I think my mommy wouldn't really like my videos, dude. However, I think my daddy probably would be fine with it. I think it was pretty funny.
My dad likes my videos. He thinks they're good. He watched the paywall video like 10 times in a row. He said he liked it so much. But now Daiymo, called you? Was you in the car with your mom when I called you on that prank call that one time? Was that you in your car with your mom, or was that with your sister, like your whatever?
Wouldn't it be nice for you to know?
Woo!
I don't think my mom's ever really watched any of my videos, but my mom, I showed her the E-Girl Council videos, and my mom fucking loved the E-Girl Council videos. My mom fucking liked Shaggy, too. I was showing my mom fucking Shaggy, and she goes, wow, he does really look like Shaggy.
Yeah, that's the name. Well, I am this timeline's Shaggy, unfortunately.
He's on Axeloo.
That's how bad this timeline fucking is. Y'all ain't even got a Fred or none of that other shit.
There is, but you just have to find them. You have to find them to save the world, Shaggy. You have to go and find Fred and Velma and Daphne. And
I'll be real with you. I killed the others. I killed all of them.
What about Scooby?
Well, Scooby was actually an elder god who influenced their minds, and that's why I had to kill them. I couldn't really kill Scooby. I had to banish him, but that's my sad, tragic background, how I come to be.
Sorry.
Killing people on the fucking internet.
Sorry.
Long gone are the days of running around faggot mansions and being chased by retards in costumes from the Halloween store.
What were we doing on this stream? Oh, yes, we were talking about Godwinson. Does anybody have any hot takes about Godwinson?
Hold on. I just wanted to say I showed my mom the video you made, Daiymo, of where you're like writing in your notebook like a schoolgirl about Shaggy and Rudy. You know, she liked that one. She thought it was very well done.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Surfer.
Oh fuck! No, and Arif Farouk said that. I wonder what DJ Axel's take is, and I wonder if DJ Axel's parents watch his.
I'd love to know that as well. That would be great too.
I think Axel's dad finds this stream.
You think they play it at the big screen at the mega church? You think they play Axel's content there?
I bet they do. They do. There you go. They that video where it goes like the Cowboy Bebop thing with Ed. It goes Spike Spiegel, the intro. They play that.
Spike Spiegel.
That is fucking hilarious. I got to admit. But yeah, I mean, Ashton is another nothing burger from him tonight. There is no conflict as far as I can tell between Nick and Ethan Ralph.
Oh, I didn't fucking. You think I'm watching the Kino Casino, Shaggy? You think I watched that crap?
You couldn't even watch it. Ironically,
I don't even. I only watched it this Wednesday because someone told me that there's stuff that was going down with Godwinson.
Let's pull up the stream just to see what they're wearing.
Ooh, the fashion contest. Now, Shaggy, what do you think about Godwinson's return? Was it a success for you, or was it a failure for you?
Absolute failure, because I mean, he was one of the few people who had a reputation that was completely 100% clean in this day and age, and he just threw that in the toilet, and really just to show up for PPP's downfall. Like, this is not gonna be.
You're wrong, Shaggy. You're showing your fucking new fag nature, bro. Godwinson has been BTFO'd in the past. He did a stream way back with fucking like some. I don't know exactly who it was, but it was like a Mark Collette style, like nationalist sort of guy. And he was arguing with this guy about like saving the white race. And Godwinson was coming through with a more nationalist point, and he had kids. So Buddy said to Godwinson, where are your kids? Why don't you have children if you want to stand up for the white race? And Godwinson got BTFO'd in that stream. So that has happened. Like, Godwinson doesn't actually have a flawless fucking history, but he has done very well in his past.
What I meant was is no one has a flawless fucking record, but Godwinson definitely fucking threw what reputation he had into a massive pile of shit with this one. That massive pile of shit was the Kino Casino. I mean, this is
almost out of frame, guys. PPP is almost out of frame. He's sinking so far.
Do we really need to watch this fat fuck die slowly?
No, we're just looking at what he's wearing. He's weird. He's like a creature in a zoo.
Well, the thing is, I don't think that Hawaiian shirts are a bad aesthetic. I like Hawaiian shirts. I probably could
wear them. I wear a Hawaiian shirt almost everything I'm fucking in.
Yeah, I think Hawaiian shirts are nice, but the problem is that he's so fat, and like the way he's got it buttoned up, and there's no shirt underneath it. He just looks like a slob. He looks like a slob, you know.
He looks like that guy from Jurassic Park that's
And look, he's smooth. He's uncurled his hair because he got called called Carl Weezer by me on Twitter.com. People make fun of him for it.
He's yes queening. He's yes queening Andy Worski. Andy Worski's like, "Do you want to read a super chat?" And PPP's like, "Yes, bitch."
Yeah.
Well, no, it's gotten incredibly homosexual. Like, there's no hiding how blatantly gay this has gotten with him. I mean, he just. And the thing is, he truly is the least ethical person in the sphere right now. He has no right to be going at Ethan Ralph for anything when he's hanging out with Worski. And I mean, there really is some measure, and I don't want to say guilt by association, but you have to be kind of dirty to be involved in this to begin with.
It is what it is, Shaggy. Like, fuck, buddy. Like, you know, I gotta make the money. And Worski, he gives the big bucks. He gives the big bucks there, buddy. You gotta take what you can get, you know.
I mean, he's disabled, dude. He can't walk.
You can't fucking work, that's for sure. Like, I'll be real. I don't think Ashton. I don't like his job prospects are pretty damn fucked. He's not he doesn't have any sort of degree. If I'm not mistaken, and to be a bouncer of any kind, like it's not enough to just be a big motherfucker. Like if someone else is as big as Ashton walks up, who's actually not like an out of shape child.
The only bounce he's doing is the truffle shuffle. Am I right, brother?
So
he's overweight.
What happens if he has to kick Dan and Cog out of that bar? What's going to happen then? What if he's in Portugal and Dan and Cog are causing a ruckus and he has to handle that shit?
So, Surfer, you know, you have a better insight into PPP than any of us. You look at his hair now. Look at his hair on Wednesday. I think he dyed his hair red on Wednesday because he heard me and Daiymo making fun of him and calling him a minion. I think he straightened it tonight because he saw people making fun of him online, calling him Carl Weezer. I think he's very, very aware that everyone who's making fun of him. You think he still like hate watches the stuff that people are saying about him? I think he's still obsessed about it, or
I don't know. I don't think he dyed his hair orange. I think he sweated all the bleach out after getting fucking felted so hard by Pagmenko, to be honest.
Yeah, it seems like his audience, he still hasn't won him back yet. Has he made his fucking $1,000 goal on this shit, or is he still splitting less than 1,000 with fucking Andy Worski? And God knows what the split is there. I'm willing to bet it ain't 50-50.
Well, here's the deal with PPP. Okay, he needs to make his money now off of this shit and put it into a fucking fund of some kind to make him money for later, because he was gonna get no money after this shit's done. He's got no job prospect. He's got no way to make income after this shit is done. He's fucked. So when this shit is done, he needs to put this shit into like some kind of investment. Unfortunately, the markets are tanking right now, so he has something to do.
Do you think he's only nice to me because he's watching me to make sure I don't act out of fly new? Do you think that's why?
No, I think he loves you because he's gay for you.
Yeah, we're friends, dude.
I'm beneath PPP's radar. I've only ever been addressed once by the great PPP, and he called me a fucking retard. So...
But I think you are right, Gahoole, when you say that PPP is very self-conscious about how the audience perceives his looks. Because when he was originally called out on looking like a fat lesbian, he changed his look and he put on like that fucking like gambler's visor. Remember he had that green visor?
Yeah.
That was like the next stream after he was called out for being a fat lesbian. And you are right. He has probably changed his look about 5 times. And what has it been? 22 episodes of the Kino Casino?
Yep.
Strictly because people make fun of his looks. And he is very self-conscious of that.
He's just a shell. There's nothing to him. There's nothing inside of him. He's just a look. So when people don't like the look, there's nothing. He's got that Kino Dogme whatever bullshit, dude. If you don't like that, then you don't like Pepe.
Well, what can I say? But it is what it is. It is what it is, boys. It is what it is.
Felt it. Yeah. Oh shit.
Does he? I mean, you think he watches this shit?
Oh, I don't think he does, but I think Perspic is watching this. He's getting Perspic will tell him everything.
I feel like he probably keeps up with the Gahoole. They seem to have some genuine love lost there.
I hope not. I hope he has moved on and is having better with his life. I don't want to keep. I don't know.
He's still upset about Surferoo. He's not moved on.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, like they certainly do tune in because I know for a fact someone sent a super chat into one of their shows about did Warski feel felted because of the Crash Bandicoot streams, and they certainly knew of the fucking Crash Bandicoot streams. So I don't know if they tune in directly. Probably more likely Persip fucking monitors and just tells them everything that's going on, and that's how they're aware. But they certainly are aware of what's going on in our sphere.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everything's fine. You know, I mean, I make fun of him. I'm making fun of how much badly he failed today. You know, and failed on Wednesday. You know,
don't do this, Gahoole. You're gonna take all the wind out of the sails. We want him
dead,
raped. We want him raped by several animals.
And you know, I deride him and I cast down on him, and that's because I knew he would fall like this. I knew from the beginning. I tried to save him with my fucking documentary. The documentary was not meant to cast out and ruin him. It was meant to fucking steer the ship away from the course he was taking on because it was a dark and evil course. But instead he leaned in harder and harder, and now he's going to pay the price. Eventually, karma will come down upon him like a furious hammer.
Eventually, he's got so much shit there that there's eventually going to be someone who's got like an act similar to his, who doesn't like him, and he's going to get felted. He's going to get defeated in the ring. He's going to take like a massive KO.
It happened on Wednesday. He got killed by Flamenco. By pedophile Flamenco of all people. He got KO'd by him. Which is just fucking crazy. Like, how do you lose to Flamenco of all people?
Well, it happened with the Pickle Man too. And if you go back, like if you watch the Chaggett stream where he fucking debated Chaggett, if Godwinson wasn't there, he would have been felted just the same. He couldn't handle it on his own. And Daiymo knows. I sent Daiymo a fucking clip of PPP versus Deadman. It's the same performance. Like Mr. Deadman, no original thoughts of his own, held his own against PPP.
Yeah,
really, without Godwinson, he can't hold his own.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
Hand up his ass. I believe you.
He's a charismatic marionette, but he needs a handler.
Well, I don't know. I just think that, like I said earlier, the problem was that Warski and PPP and Godwinson were both in the ring with him, and they're both his handler, and they're both dragging him in opposite directions. The reason why he was so unable to perform on Wednesday is because Warski's directing him to defend Flamenco. Godwinson is directing him to be his old self and just tear Flamenco a new one. So he's being torn between these two fucking sides, and his fucking asshole is being going like, he can't handle the perform because he doesn't know which handler to go with. He doesn't know whose side to fall. He doesn't know who to perform for. He doesn't know who to be. He's torn between the two people he's supposed to be.
When he's all dejected and failed, I feel like we should buy PPP and we can get him to do all sorts of cool stuff. He can be our little buddy.
PPP wants to come back, he can, but he just need to move on. He needs to accept his.
Well, that's the problem too. He doesn't fucking admit to his own mistakes. Like when you call them out on the conspiracy thing, he just spurgs out. He can't fucking admit to his own mistakes. It's the same thing, like in private calls with him and Godwinson, when he dropped the ball on something, and me and Godwinson would tell him what he did wrong and how he needed to improve. Like he'd just have a diva fit and say, "Oh, well, I may as well just quit then. I fucked it all up. I can't do anything right." And me and Godwinson would say, "No, buddy, like it's not a big deal. Like this is just the one minor thing you need to improve on." He'd go, no, I did it all wrong. You guys say.
Is he like a narcissistic mom? I guess you just don't love me anymore.
He sounds like that one girl on the set of Rave Party Massacre, the one fucking main
Sarah
actress.
Bess?
She sounds like Sarah Bess.
Where's my peppermint tea?
That's what it was like in these fucking private calls. I'd have to like calm him down. Like he'd like rage quit the call, and I'd have to calm him down. I'd say, "It's all right, buddy. It's not a big deal. You know, it's constructive criticism." You know, he can't handle that. He just
did he shit on the seat like extra that day when you upset him like that? Like you went like I can't go to the bathroom all day because PPP is gonna stink it up. So upset.
I just, you know what? I noticed that your house looks so much fucking better without him there. There's just such a lack of crap all over the floor now that he's not like. And I get it. When you're that fucking fat and huge, it must be hard to move around. But fuck.
No, he's not a fucking clean guy.
Shit, I mean...
It's much easier to keep the house clean, but I still fucking procrastinate it. You know, the house is still a disaster a lot of the time.
Nobody's perfect, Surfer.
I still have to eliminate the black mold from the trailer I've been sleeping in.
Oh, I'm sweating. You can see the pit stains in my fucking shirt because I'm so fucking sweaty. Look at that. Because I'm hot. I'm fucking burning up in here, bro.
I get you're hot, bro, but you can't show nudity on stream.
Oh,
Stop being a prude, Daiymo. What would Joseph Smith encourage?
I don't think anyone's ever told Daiymo to stop being a prude his entire life. Before today.
I don't know what Joseph Smith would say, but he'd probably say something sexy.
You look like Daiymo. You look like the fucking swordsman from The Princess Bride with that mustache.
You killed my father and prepare to die.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's what it's a good line. That's what it reminds me of.
You actually look good with a mustache like that. Honestly, you look like a fucking man. Be sweet. Be gay.
I'm supposed to look like a Liverpool. I look like a child molester. I look like I belong on the stream with Mr. Girl and Flamenco and all those other guys, dude.
Yeah, actually.
And now this is a mustache.
Yeah, but we can't grow that, Shaggy.
Yeah, I just decided to stop shaving it, and this happened. So
you look better. Look good.
Yeah, he's looking real.
I think it looks pretty good.
You look more like Styx Hexenhammer all of a sudden, Shaggy.
I like how Shaggy's having a religious crisis, so he's just gonna cosplay as Jesus until he figures it out. Too.
Yeah, no, that's not, dude. Come on, like I don't want to be tied to that.
Well, you just look like the depiction of Jesus that like people like with the.
I appreciate that, but I don't want Jesus. I don't want God getting angry at me if he thinks I'm laughing at that kind of joke.
No,
I'm not even kidding. Like that'll piss him off.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's not. You don't have that covenant with him. I'm the one who made covenants. But check out the new jacket I got. Right, exceptional quality. And only $20 right now, but for some, I can't figure out why the jacket's so cheap. I mean, maybe the style just isn't in fashion right now. I can't understand why this jacket would be unpopular.
What's wrong with it?
Doesn't it say Heil Hitler on it?
No, nothing like that. These are stripes of love and peace. These stripes represent diversity and strength and love.
Oh, money well spent.
These are the stripes of diversity. They're all white. Sorry.
That's right.
And you
come on, Shaggy, you gotta show us where it says Heil Hitler on it.
Well, I mean, that's on a different garment I'm wearing right now. Those are my custom neo-Nazi underwear, and I don't think I can pull them out. It's they don't leave much to the imagination.
That's on the Mormon underwear. You got.
I'm probably not going to be getting my hands on those. But I found out, talking to the stake president, only 1 out of 3 Mormons actually has those garments. So I shouldn't feel as bad as I do. Anyway, not all Mormons have that. You see my firing letter?
Beautifully framed.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
That was beautiful.
But it will. Hey, that's gonna get me into heaven. That's gonna get me like a seat at Christ's table when I get to heaven. Because out of 60 or like 40 to 60 Christians was the class like number. I was the only one, and everyone in there, gay or street, claimed they love Jesus. I was the only one to stand up and defend him. I don't know what those fuckers define as love. I guess those fuckers must define love as butt sex. I mean, shit, that's what the Sodomites wanted to do the last time God sent someone.
That reminds me, we go back on topic here, because I'm going to have to leave.
Of course I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding there. But go ahead.
Fairly soon. But you made a pretty bold claim in your documentary, Gahoole, about Godwinson being a butt sex practitioner.
Yeah.
So could you elaborate too? Because I've always wondered about that. I've been thinking about that every night as I go to sleep since you released that. Is he a butt sex practitioner? An artist? Some people call them butt sex artists too.
Well, here's the deal. We know he has a girlfriend, right? However, what I think Godwinson is a man who has a wife and probably will have children one day, but he will spend his nights at gay clubs fucking guys up the ass. You just get that aura from him. He looks like that. He seems like that. He seems like a guy who's a couple of gay guys on the side. And frankly, I think he got Surfer and PPP drunk so you could see them sexually, get like, you know, I'm not to sexually abuse them, but to like get them nude.
But the Surfer's right here, man. You might want.
I'm just assuming. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna claim that Godwinson raped Surfer? Because I'd like to claim that.
Well, he was sober and Surfer was drunk, and Surfer got nude, and Godwinson was enjoying it. So I don't know if you call that rape because he didn't touch him, but you know, whatever you want to call it.
Well, you know, I was pretty blacked out. I don't know if he told me to get nude or not. I think I probably.
All jokes aside, is Godwinson gay? I've heard Godwinson is actually homosexual.
Yeah, I believe he's gay. I think.
Well, you know, if he's a British upperclassman, we can 100% say that he was like raped as a child. Dude. He was
obviously, yeah. Yeah,
so, I think he's probably had a lot of gay encounters in his life, and I think he's enjoyed them. That's what I'll say. I don't know if he would classify himself as gay. He may be bisexual. Actually, was what he may be, but he has a girlfriend, potentially a wife. I don't know what his marital status right now, but I think he may, in fact, enjoy the butt sex of men. I think he likes to put his dick inside men's assholes. I do think that that's true, and I think you know the fact is he got bum blasted in school. He enjoyed bum blasting others in school. I think it's just part of his nature. Really?
Surfer, can you say with definitive proof that Godwinson did not like touch you or assault you in any sexual manner? Can you say that with 100% truth?
Yeah, I mean, in the fucking pork chop stream, I think he tried to go to bed, and I think I was going and getting sort of frisky with him. You know, that was all on the fucking stream. Godwinson and PvP, when Godwinson was here, and Godwinson was here for like a month and a half. Godwinson and PPP spent a lot of alone time when I was still at the house. You know, or I was still sleeping, this and that. They'd go on dates to go out and see cinema. They'd go to the local movie theater like almost every day, you know, and spend time together watching cinema. They did spend a lot of alone time, but I don't know what was going on.
Well, were there any marks on PPP, like around his neck or his bosoms?
Well, maybe. PvP's got a lot of stretch marks, so it's hard to really decipher between these things.
So they went on dates. I think maybe I was wrong. Maybe Godwinson doesn't prefer the physical presence. Maybe he prefers the romantic. Maybe he's you know, gray, asexual, and he just enjoys the romantic company of men, and he enjoys being around. He enjoys being with PvP on an emotional level, not a physical level.
Maybe, you know, he has Surfer for the physical, and he has PvP for the romantic. That's kind of the best of both worlds. I like to think that's the sort of relationship we should all strive for.
I think you should just, you know, I'm a monogamous man. What can I say? I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, I mean, you got to have that in one woman. You know, you got to have the PPP and the Surfer in one woman that you love forever. This woman that we eventually find.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. On that note, you played the clip of the of Godwinson saying when the super chat says you guys lost, Godwinson says no, we won because of all the money we made. And he even tries to say it's the most money we've made, and Joker Worski shuts him down. But he does appeal to that. Did you guys play any of the hats clip?
I have the hat clip if you want to watch it, but I mean, if you want to watch it with us, we can. We can pull it up.
I got one point to make to what Surfer said there, just a schizo take. But you know, no matter how much money you make begging in the gutter, because I've worked in shelters and I've seen when people will just spend all day out begging in different areas, and if they do their grift right, they'll come back with like $2,000 every fucking night, and we have to find out who these people are and kick them the fuck out of the shelter, because at that point, these assholes should be in a hotel at the very least, but like they want to spend that shit on drugs. The truth of the matter is, no matter how much fucking money you make a day as a beggar, if you're begging money in the gutter, you're a fucking beggar, right? Doesn't matter if you make thousands of dollars a day. That's your station in life, is a beggar. And I don't really see begging in the gutter of YouTube or begging in the gutter of San Francisco is all that much different.
Well, one's more profitable. You make more money.
Oh no! I've actually seen homeless dudes who pull like $5,000 to $6,000 a day, just because they've got a route that they do and where to beg and at what times and shit. Like there's an art to it, and if you're good at that shit, but the fact is these fuckers are all drug addicts. They don't actually keep any of that money.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, no, I used to knock doors with the guy that was hooked on meth, and he was usually the best salesperson, like just natural fucking talent at sales, and he'd bring in $4 or $5 grand a week and blow it all on meth each and every week. But before you play the hats clip, so even just the first minute of it, I think is damning enough. But play this hats clip and then play that like 40 seconds of Godwinson saying he won because of the monetization again in the fucking Keno Casino clip, and just watch these two things back to back and just 100% fucking 180. You only need the first minute of the fucking hats clip to do that. But let's see what he says.
All right, that'll be a great way to end it. That'll solidify our points too. So
yeah,
I'm burning alive, and I have to
all right, enjoy your meal, Shaggy. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was good to be here.
Always great to have Shaggy.
Thanks.
Yep.
Good night, Shaggy. Good friend.
Cheers.
Okay, guys. Well, it's here. You know, it finally arrived. So no, do not you dare start a commercial. We are going to switch to display capture now. Welcome to the show. Today we will be unboxing my, my United Cutlery Combat Sabre. I was thinking about using the Jungle Master to open it, or maybe even hack the box open with the, the pain cane, but ultimately I ain't got the camera set up for that. Do you really want to see me hack through a cardboard box? If you do, you're dumb. You're not, like, we're not 12 years old here, right? But what I am gonna do is show off. Now I've owned like 3 of these, right? I've lost the other 2. But this is you can get these at Walmart for about $20. This is an Ozark Trail buck knife. I swear by them. They're great, you know. Never had a problem with them. Love these fuckers. And I'm going to use it to open my new combat saber. Now this box is more what I was expecting in terms of length. Now if you saw the stream the other day where I got teabagged, well, I guess we all got teabagged there, didn't we? But this is much more the length of what I was expecting. Now, I haven't opened this yet, so for all I know, we might be getting for all I know, this is like some more boxes of tea. I don't know. No, it's almost certainly not going to be more tea. But we're going to use this, and hold on a minute. Alright, that's it, max. Okay, so first we're gonna cut through this shit, right? Oh, and she just cuts beautifully. Just beautifully. Just one solid swipe downward and she's open. Well, more or less. I mean, but it tears through cardboard real nice. The Ozark, I mean. So inside the box is a smaller box, but still appropriate length. Oh no, my face has been exposed. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Again, the mask is purely to, I don't know, figure it out. Yep. Bella has entered the room. Hello, Bella. Bella. Good girl. Yeah, we're unboxing a sword. There's Bella. Alright. Hello. And she just opens the door, wanders in here. Hoping I'll give her a treat, probably. I ain't got nothing for her. Anyway. Now this is a nice sword. I'll give it that. I will give it that, right? Anyway, let's get it out of its plastic. This thing itches like hell. Anyway, yeah. The Combat Sabre. Oh boy. Yes, sir. Oh, and the way I just ripped the plastic off, it cuts through its own plastic. You know, this thing was made for combat. Let's get some. Okay, so the problem with the Sabre is there's no way I'm going to be able to perform that one maneuver as easily. Again, a Sabre isn't a foil, so when I try to, maybe I just need some more strength in my arms, but yeah, I'm having a lot of problems doing the thing where I go under and around the sword. Anyone who knows fencing will know the term. I think you basically dodge their blade going for the thrust. I forget the jargon, but this is a lot heavy. I think that realistically I'm gonna have to put in some fucking. Realistically, I need to look up some YouTube videos on the difference between using a foil and using a Sabre, because I've never actually used a Sabre in my life. I've worked with foils, I've worked with epées. And I'll tell you the truth, when you'll never see a rapier when you are doing this shit. When you're actually in fencing, I was never trained with a rapier. Is from what I understand, a bit like a foil, but a bit thicker. I've never used one. I've used an epée and a foil. So, I mean, I'll watch a few vids on exactly how you use these now. Much like the Black Jungle Master, this thing is coated with what looks like jizz. It is in fact machine oil. And I give it a few practice swipes. I have accidentally, split Bella clean in two. No, I'm kidding. My response to that would be to disembowel myself. No, wisely, the dog exited the room when I started playing with swords. That dog is wise. It knows Shaggy's a dumbass, and you don't want to be around Shaggy when he's waving a sword all over the place. Some sort of fucked up version of Captain Hook or some shit. I don't know. But I'm really happy with this. I'm giving this one a 10 out of 10. First solid 10 out of 10. Absolutely. Oh. Okay, so. Yeah, 10 out of 10. If I hit someone on the head with the back of this, that's gonna hurt him. Is it fucked up that I think about shit like that? I don't know. I'm a good Christian. I am a very holy man, my children. I'm a very holy man, and I am very mature. I am not at all immature. Remember, I'm a counselor. I'm the man they trust to heal your brain. Anyway, we are now going to amble on over to the chat so that you can all have a laugh at my expense. I'm in a good mood. I may still be unemployed, but I do have some job interviews lined up for next week. And my inner child is now just overjoyed because I have a massive pirate sword that looks like something out of Cyberpunk. It's a shame I'm not allowed to legally go next door and hack down the fat kid, because that just sounds like just pure joy, just hacking and slashing at this fat little Mexican. I'm kidding. Dear God, am I kidding? I have to fucking tell you people I'm kidding, because some of you people are stupid. Stupid. But I am happy. Like this, like underneath the mask, I've got a wide grin at this. This is exactly what I was hoping for when I purchased this. Shit, when I got that bag of tea yesterday, when I got tea bagged, when I received that box, I was initially disappointed because, I mean, look at this compared to the Black Jungle Master, which actually you could use the Jungle Master as yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that with the blade this thing. Honestly, you're going to want to use for something for the second hand, unless you're way more skilled than I am. I am an amateur. I am a rusted amateur. But if you've got any real skill at this game, what you're going to want to do is have something like my Ozark blade in the other hand, right? Because this is a lot easier once you've got their blade parried. And when the adrenaline's up, especially if you're if you're already fucking bleeding, you're going to be a lot more frantic. You're going to be a lot less careful. So once you've got them and you're stabbing into them, unless they've already got you, it's pretty much over for them, and it's a hospital trip for you. So, I mean, you don't want it to be a widow's duel. Another way to do it is to have a gun in your other hand and realistically just shoot them. That's a great way to do it. But if you're in a duel and you have a gun in your hand and you want to be fancy about it, once you get them locked, you can pull out the gun and shoot them in the head. Everyone's going to look at you like you're a total retard and an asshole because A, why engage in melee if you have a gun to begin with? And B, it's dishonorable as fuck, but it does make for some fucking comic book style combat, I tell you that. Anyway, that's me playing with my toys. That's Shaggy being an 8-year-old for you. So... I'm so fucking happy with this. I am so fucking happy with this. This is just pure joy in the form of a sword. Thank you, Jesus, for this not being some piece of shit. Well worth a position in the background here besides the pain cane. It is equal in size to the pain cane. I am so happy with this. That said, some realistic, I'm not going to claim I'm Samurai Jack. I have basic knowledge of basic fencing techniques. And while I don't suck at it, I'm not the best. But there's no way the style of sword fighting that I'm used to with foils is going to work with this thing. This is heavier. It's a lot heavier. And I can kind of see when you wield that thing, because it's meant for dueling, it's an older style of dueling blade. You can really see how the Toledo style duelist blade really replaced the saber entirely before sword fighting sort of fell out of style entirely. A foil is so much like that thing looks a lot cooler, but it is so much easier to wield a foil. It's the foil feels about as light as this thing right here, and it's molded to fit perfectly into your hand, whereas this thing is meant to be gripped and like punch someone in the face if you have to. This sort of style of sword was mostly meant for cavalry. Realistically, if you're using this thing, you're probably on horseback. But I'm not 10 out of 10 in my view. 10 out of 10. It's just such a joy to hold, such a joy to have. It really makes me forget the fact that I'm unemployed and takes me back to those days of running around the room trying to hit my sister with a wooden sword until my parents came in and yelled at me and took my toys away. Because now I'm not allowed to chase Jillian with these, because if I do, I get arrested. That's no fun. But I can still buy much cooler toys now, like the pain cane and what am I going to name this thing? I don't think it needs a name. What did they say? Only cunts name their sword, wasn't it? Yeah, but he was like my least favorite Game of Thrones character, so fuck what he said. We're gonna name it Sharia law. I think that's clever. But nah, it doesn't need a fucking name. It's a badass sword. That's what it is. It's a fucking badass sword. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will crack a skull. So I'm very happy with it. Now we're going to move into the comment section so that chat can spoil my happiness. Because I'm stupid, right? My mustache has now been released from the confines of the mask. It no longer feels prickly. Once it grows out a bit, it's, I see I fucked up the name of this stream. Okay. Right? Change that afterwards. I'm going to name the sword Belial, actually. Young Max says to name it Satan. I'm actually going to call it Belial. That is the name. The chat always comes up with the best names. Mormon Shaggy, Madman Shaggy. I always just have to tweak it a little. Sometimes. Like they said, I didn't know Shaggy was a Mormon back when I was using my real name, implying I look like Mormon Shaggy was a much better name than using my real name. And then people started calling me Madman. Well, one person called me Madman Shaggy, and I was like, no, that's actually really clever. Well, calling the blade Satan would be pretty gay, but calling it Belial based on my internet history and shit, that's pretty cool. I think that's a good idea. Anyway. Yeah, there's no way in hell. Don't compare me to Driz. No, in Forgotten Realms, I was a priest of Cyric. In Forgotten Realms, I'm the same fucking guy I am in the real world. I'm a preachy asshole who wants to force you to do things you probably don't want to do because I think it's good for you. No, I didn't have to do much role playing in Forgotten Realms, but Strife Leader. I played a Strife Leader of Cyric, a rogue cleric prestige class combo. I believe it was wisdom and dexterity based. Wisdom and dexterity based. Cool thing about that class is if you built it right, you got a really decent sneak attack, like 76, right? Almost as good as a full-on level 20 rogue. Not quite, but still a very lethal sneak attack. And you also got access to up to 9th level cleric spells. So if you built this, and you got immunity to fear as the paladin class. The Strife Leader class really was it was found in Faiths and Pantheons, which is one of many books I no longer own because I threw out all my Dungeons and Dragons shit when I realized that I was wasting my time with fantasy and I should just, start studying religion. If I'm going to spend my life reading stories and writing stories, I should read the ones that actually fucking matter and have an impact on this world. Anyway. I'm not calling it toe cutter. That's kind of gay. But I know you all think it's gay that I like swords. I don't care. I like swords. Deal with it. You know what? My therapist thinks it's disturbing that I like swords. My dad thinks it's infuriating that I like swords. The reaction I get to my fascination with these things does run the gamut, but yeah, I'm not gonna let anyone spoil that for me. This thing is fucking awesome. Hey, you see that? And this is the sort of thing a Muslim uses to do some mathematics via subtraction on his daughters, right? This is the, well, Fidel, I can kind of see your point there. I can kind of see your point. Mr. Man makes the point, I have swords, but I don't dress up and wield them online. Well, Mr. Man, you spend all day online talking shit to people you don't know. What you do online is much lamer than what I do. What you do is a lot fucking gayer. You hang out in the gayest places online, and you do it all damn day. But I will say this. I would not dress up. I mean, I get it, Mr. Man. You don't have a fucking imagination. You're a very dense person. So, to you, this is dressing up, right? Like putting on a fucking mask. That's dressing up. The reason I wear a mask is because I don't need, like, a bunch more fucking retards. I would not be wearing a mask if the community didn't have so much of your grade of diarrhea in it, Mr. Man. That's all I'm going to tell you on that one. I'm wearing the mask for you. Like, I didn't time out anyone. Mr. Man is delusional now, spurging about some shit. I don't know. That's enough chat. That this has been, chat being retards again. Oh, Hypa. I believe it's called a scimitar in like the Arabic world. I guess this would qualify as a scimitar. A falchion would have a if I remember my D&D is a bit fucking wider. But yeah, this is a no, it was marketed as a combat saber, an 1800 style combat saber, sort of a modern take on the sort of blade that would have been used in the Civil War. And no, a cutlass is a longer machete. You could probably call that thing I've got in the that thing that I held up and called it a scimitar earlier, the Arabic thing. Realistically, that's more like a cutlass, but we're getting into the names of different sorts of cutlery now. The point is, it's a long chunk of metal designed to cut the head off of someone you don't like, and that's what makes it cool. Anyway, putting back on my elaborate fucking costume that Mr. Man pointed out. This absolute fucking getup I'm wearing, right? We switch back over to the camp. Or at least we try to. There we go. So, yeah, it finally got here. I'm very happy with it. There's a hole right here, so maybe if I get something cool, like, oh, I know what I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna, maybe wrap a few charms in there. Like I've got some, like, I've got an LDS thing with like that sunburst thing that Tux's grandfather has for a gravestone. I've got that symbol. I might like put that, but it's got a little thing for like a string or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put something through there. And it's just pure weapon. That's the thing. When you buy something like this at the Renaissance Fair or something that looks like this, you can feel the different pieces rattle when you hold it. You can feel the bolts rattle, and you can feel the pommel sort of just that thing would not survive a single strike from a real blade. But this thing's a real fucking weapon. It's not one of those gay ass katanas people put on their walls. Like this thing will fucking kill someone. Really need to work on like, oh, I'll show you some other shit Shaggy got, right? Now, when those bastards threw me out of my home and stole my job and ruined my life because they're Satanists and they're going to burn in hell forever, those assholes threw out all my fucking weight gain supplements. Threw out a lot of my fucking shit, actually. But, particularly fucking pissed about that weight. But no matter. What we lose, we replace. So we now have this shit. Hopefully it'll do something. Okay, so, we've been going 35 minutes here. I don't know. I've shown off my toys. I've had fun being an Amateur little sack of shit. Danced around with my blades for you. I don't know what else you want here. This is probably the most lulzy thing I'm ever going to do for you idiots, other than, you know, other than posting Lord Phineas's content on my channel. Sometimes I'll allow him to use my channel to get his messages out. You know, he's banned off all platforms for being a supervillain. Apparently that's racist now. But occasionally I will get up here and fucking play with weapons for you. Anyway, I'm gonna find us a good outro song for this. Okay. Okay. This is stupid, but I'm going to play it anyway. Stupid song for a stupid stream. Enjoy some Zelda music. Well, that was gay as fuck, guys. I don't know. I'm sorry I even put you through that shit. Honestly, I wish I just played the fucking original. They butchered that. Holy fuck. Holy fuck there, buddy. Alright. See ya.